My thoughts on the movie adaptation to the 80s cartoon Jim and the Holograms, well, I cannot quietly say it was not good at all. It was more or less a YouTube fandom fest filled film with loads of clips of various types of YouTubers giving their fond memories of the cartoon series being heavily doctrinated and edited to make the audience believe that they're talking about their band in the actual film. However, the actress Juliette Lewis, she was completely utterly wasted. Point being, she was a lousy villain in the film, that which led to a character arc. Want to get revenge on Jim and the holograms after being booted out due to a hostile takeover of the record label. She turned to the very band she rejected in the first place in order to get the revenge. But the film got totally off piece from the source material of the brilliance of the 80s cartoon series. In order to spread the fan service of the 1980s nostalgia, they had to shoehorn in Molly Ringwald. Yes, the respected actress from 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, and Pretty in Pink. Another actress that was completely wasted in the film. However, in fact, the whole production of the film was completely wasted, from the editing, from the writing, from the directing, from the lighting, from the special effects, to say there hardly was none, apart from a little droid thing that represents synergy, which had no connection to the cartoon series, which the cartoon series had a holographic lady in a computer giving us advice to Jem, which helps to transform her from a alter ego into the pop sensation Jem by doing that, and etc. I'm not surprised theatres across the United States pulled it after the second week. Point being, again, due to the fact that the creators of the film did not take respect to the source material intended. It seems to me they got four drunken dudes around the bar who come up and said, "Hey, let's come up with this movie. What are we going to call it? Gem and the Holograms." It's not a name of the cartoon property from the 1980s. It's endorsed by Hasbro. Yeah, let's get him involved, etc. Great way to go to sell out your fan base, Hasbro. And case in point, the film story made no sense. It was 0.5% of the time the leading actors, ordinary people sitting in front of the camera, being given the expositions about to day-to-day life and etc. and all that sort. And one thing that puzzles me about the entire cast is Kaylee Kiyoko. Yes, Haley Kiyoko. The actress who played Frankie the rebellious witch in the Wizards of Waverly Place in season 2. It seems to me that the actress is playing the paled carbon copy of the that character in a different capacity, where she plays the cliche, the rebellious chick, and all that sort. That's what Hayley Kiyoko does. Is best is by playing herself. Likewise, with a couple of other actresses in the film, likewise with Molly Ringwald. Molly Ringwald is playing the quintessential Molly Ringwald character. Dumbstruck and dumbfounded. It goes to show the evidence proof. And there was no need for Juliette Lewis to be involved. To say she is a lead singer of the pseudo rock group called Juliette Lewis and the Licks, for those of you who've never heard of the group. Good golly, did this film have problems behind the scenes? Constant rewrites, constant reshoots, and constant recastings and everything in between. Oh boy, it was a train wreck of a film, right down to its very core. And they only had they had only a few songs, and they all sounded like in the style of the Justin Bieber singing quality. Thank God I managed to get through the whole 2.5 hours of it because I downloaded it on my PlayStation 4, and in preparation of this review of Jim and the Holograms, I sat comfortably on my sofa and watched it to understand what the whole mission is about. What I saw was a bit of movie, dudes drumming around, more bit of a movie, random YouTubers, more bits of the movie, etc., etc., etc. It was wash, rinse, and repeat. It was a constantly repetition. It's like Disney. Let's all, well, it's time to hold off 3 waves of enemies. Constantly jump through the game. That's what Jim and the Holograms were the same all over again. Da, 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 da. And they showed the clip of the actual cartoon on somebody's TV screen that the guy in the clip was something like in his late 30s, and you get another guy that's trying to be Spider-Man by clinging upside down. That's another dude that's in his mid 30s and etc. And the little ones that wasn't even born with the original cartoon serial came around in the 1980s and etc. 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 Oh boy! If there's so many minutes left, it's got gradually worse, and etc. It comes to a bit where Jericho decides to go alone and decides to become a pseudo-pale copy of Lady Gaga. Then all of a sudden she regrets what she did, and 5 minutes later, the truth and reconciliation of the band. They all forgive each other. We forgive you for being a sellout and being a backstabbing bitch. We forgive you. All is forgiven. Group hugs and all this lot. And all this lot, etc. All this smushy crap. But that does not really work in real life. When a group member decide to have enough of the band, they go alone. There was none of that. Forgiveness minutes later, and everybody gets on like there's nothing ever happened. But there's one clarification about that entire film. the super uploading speedy process of a video to YouTube, soon as when it gets posted straight away, it doesn't get those views in an instant. And none of these agencies come knocking at your door and say, "Oh, we would like to sign you up to be a ladies' rising star, la di da di da," and all this lot and everything else in between. No, that does not work in real life. It took like Daniel Bedingfield quite some time to get noticed because he did a demo in his garage in the style of Bill and Ted, of course. In fact, let's speak of that. When they did the recording scene in the garage, there was the girls were playing pretend to dress up in 80s garb. They was quite flippantly ripping off Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, where Alex Winter, Keanu Reeves is doing a demo tape for the proposed band, the Wild Stanners, and it says, "Introduction, I'm Billis Preston Esquire, I'm Ted Field no longer, together we're Wild Stallions," and doing this and lot with the guitar very badly. To say Keanu Reeves is an actual skilled guitar player because he's a guitarist in his band Dogstar, whatever it is. But he dumb it down for the role in the film. But there was quite a lot of rip-offs in that film, like that little robot from Earth to Echo, which I never seen, and the whole holographic thing that was a fragrant rip-off of Star Wars. What was the director thinking that was making at the time? Was he doing Gem? I think he was doing Gem and the holograms, or was he doing loads of super spoofings of different films with slapped with the Gem tag on? But I hate to say this, Gem and the holograms movie was no diamond in the rough. No. It wasn't a masterpiece, and not that lot. And I'm not surprised it got pulled from the cinema after the second week, and as a result of being relegated to be sold off at £20.99 on eBay UK. You know, for fans to who was disheartened by the film, trying to sell it off and get the money back. Oh boy, wasn't those people who contributed the YouTube clips to the film, weren't they screwed? Yeah. Because the film didn't do well at all. It only made $3,025,000 or something like that annually. It was the most abomination since Superman 4 Quest for Peace, and that was made on an estimated budget of 17 million. That was in 1987, and that was made by a lesser company than Universal. It was made by Canon Films. And I got my advice to you. If you want to watch Gem, stick to the cartoon. Avoid this abomination of a train wreck. It was not very good. Even the tribute fans of the series took it upon themselves to do a Kickstarter campaign in order to make a true Gem film and that. And it wasn't thus for the film. It's not very good at all. Even though I'm not a heavily big gem fan, I don't have all the trappings of like all the dolls and all this, la da 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 da, because I don't never went for that thing. I do watch it in moderation, but etc. But as a whole, I'm not a huge gem collector. I just watched this film out of curiosity to find out why people hated it so much with a passion, and thank God, so do I. And thank God I got all the hate out and feel much better. I'm going to watch something else. I'm going to watch Chris Stuckman with John Flickager's review on the Batman and Robin film. And I'm going to have a great day. Now I've got all the hate out. I feel much better. And until then, this is me, Frankie Smales. Thank you for watching and enjoying it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And leave me a comment what you think of the film below. Do you think it was a dumpster of a train wreck, or do you think it was rather groovy? And follow me on Twitter at Frankie Smells. If you're using the mobile app, use the hashtag next to my username. And thank you and have a great day wherever you are in the world.